And so welcome. We're going to continue our exploration of alternate nostril breathing. And what we're going to do today is we're going to actually introduce the concept of retention. So a couple things I need to say up front before we start. And that is that at any time with breath work in particular, but especially when we're doing retention, at any time you feel any lightness of head, any shortness of breath, stop. Refocus, recenter your breath, reallow, and join back in as you are ready to. The other thing to remember that this is designed mainly as a focus exercise, less so than as a lung capacity or breathing enhancement exercise. And so what that means is that the idea of the breath work is that we're focusing our attention and our intention on being present with our breath, and not on trying to do some physical, biological imperative of expansion of our lung capacity or our ability to hold our breath for longer periods of time or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the goal here is no extra effort at all, just mindful attention to the breath. And so one of the ways you might try to explore that opportunity is by seeing if you can keep your breath silent. The effort to do that may be a little bit of effort, but that's the only level of effort we're looking for here. So if you haven't been with us for a while and you haven't been on our multi-week exploration of alternate nostril breathing, I'll just recap. Alternate nostril breathing with mental awareness as we do it here means we do not use the hands to support the closing of a nostril. We do this with our mind and our focus, and we don't worry if we don't get it perfect. We just do what we can. And so what we will do is we will do a mental closure of the right nostril. We will inhale through the left to whatever capacity is right for you. So whatever your normal breath count is will probably be different than mine. And that's okay. Follow your breath count. So what it takes for you to get a full inhalation. And then we will retain that breath. And then we will mentally close the left nostril, and then we will mentally open the right nostril and exhale through the right. We will then inhale through the right, retain, exhale through the left. That will be one count. We're going to do a set of 10. So we'll do 10 counts. And the idea here with retention is that everything is equal. So whatever your breath inhalation is, let's say for the sake of discussion, it's a 4-count inhale. You will then retain for a 4 count and then exhale for 4. I will do a count based on my cycle for the first couple, just to kind of introduce the concept and make it familiar. But I encourage you to find your own breath count and to work with your own breath count. The idea of this practice is for you to understand your physiology and your breathing. So with that said, let us begin as always by finding a supported seat or posture. So you don't have to sit, but be in a place where your spine can lengthen, whatever posture you want to take. And so if you're seated on a chair, perhaps put your feet flat on the floor, ankles underneath the knees, knees hip distance apart, hands on the thighs. If you're seated on a bolster or a cushion or a mat, feel into what's touching, root down through the sits bones, and then allow whatever's underneath you to support you. Feel into whatever's touching the earth or the chair or whatever it's touching, and allow yourself to be supported, releasing any extra effort. Lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Notice perhaps that as the spine lengthens, the heart may open. Bring your attention to your breath. Begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils, following the inhalation all the way in and the exhalation all the way out. Notice perhaps as you observe the inhale and the exhale, the mind may still. And so from this place of a still mind and an open heart, let us begin our practice. I invite you, if you're comfortable, do so, to close your eyes or just hood your gaze, narrow your eyelids to a slit and focus on something not moving just beyond the edge of your nose. And then bring your attention and your intention internal to you. Take a full inhalation and a full exhalation. And we'll begin, as I said, in your mind's eye, close your right nostril, inhale through the left, just a normal full inhalation. And when you're full, just retain that breath for that same count. And when you reach your count, close your left, exhale through the right for that same count. Inhale through the right, counting. Retain for that count. Exhale through the left for that count. 1. Inhale left. Retain. Exhale right. Inhale right. Retain. Exhale left. Two. Inhale left. Retain. Exhale right. Inhale right. Retain. Exhale left. 3. Carry on at your own count. Keep the breath steady and quiet. Keep your focus internal. Just be in your practice, following the sequence. Halfway for me, you may be different, just do your thing. Focused on the breath, steady in the practice. No extra effort, no strain. If you're with me, 2 more. If you're with me, last one. If you've finished or you're with me, once you're completed, take a full inhalation through both nostrils as if you could bring the breath together right behind the brow point. And a full exhalation as if you could stream everything up. One more time, full inhalation. Retain this breath, sip in a little bit at the top, perhaps fill the top of the chest. Retain, lift from the base of the spine, from the pelvic floor, from the heart. Focus behind the brow point, back and forehead, right behind where the brows meet. Retain. And release. Full inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your hands to your knees. Palms down for grounding, palms up for inspiration. Bring your thumb and forefinger together. Close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so, or hood your gaze. Take yourself internal. Release any extra effort and just feel into what's happening for you. Be in your body, in your practice. Notice if anything is shifted. Notice how you feel. Notice how the breath feels. Just be with yourself in this moment. And as always, I remind you that it is your practice. And I'll invite you to stay here as long as you like.